So today's oracle card to start your tarot reading is by Ciro Marchetti, the Oracle of Visions, and it is relationships, interaction with others. There's a quote here by Robert Brault that says, "When something seems to be missing in your life, it usually turns out to be someone." In this card, we can see a mechanical photography device displays those who have played a part in our lives. The intricate rotations create infinite combinations to represent the presence and the partings. Mimicking the steps of an imaginary cosmic dance, some will remain as permanent participants, although their closeness will come and go and be relative to each other. Additional frames will constantly be added, waiting to portray others who will enter our lives in the future. Our life is defined by our relationships, our family, our partners, our friends, foes. Each person enters and passes through, crossing our night skies. Some shine briefly, never to return again, and gradually fade from memory. Others will settle in and remain in our orbit forever. All right, so that is your opening oracle card. So it looks like it's going to be about your relationships today. What is going on? Who has come? Who has gone? Let's go ahead and get into your message here and see what is happening for you. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life is an adventure, and people do come and people do go. So let's see what's happening here for you. Let's see what we have here for you. We have the Lovers. Okay, so definitely about relationships. I'm wondering if somebody has come or if somebody has left your life. Some of you is going to be that way. Maybe you're taking... Spirit's telling me that some of you are taking the time to think about the different people that have come into your life, that are still there, that maybe those that have gone, you're thinking about those people too. I'm getting a deep, deep sense of nostalgia. And, you know, this particular type of energy that I'm feeling and sensing comes from, it comes around at anniversaries and, at anniversaries. Like the anniversary of a wedding, the anniversary of a passing, the anniversary of first meeting. So these are those deeper emotions that you don't feel all the time, but when like your anniversary comes up for the passing of your pet, let's make it that way. So every year at that time, this is the energy I'm feeling here. So remembering in the good sense, in the sense of missing. So definitely most of you here who are resonating with this message, it's going to be about those dates that have meaning, have emotional ties to them. And you may be experiencing one of those at this time. If that's not you, yeah, see, I do feel like you're missing out on somebody, feeling the lack of their energy around you. On the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Swords, so that tells me that's sparking the truth for some of you. And if your challenge here may be overcoming that feeling like you don't have. What can you do? Oh, your spirit's saying, leave this in the past. It was a good time as it happened, okay? So if somebody came in your life and they were there for a year or two, and all of a sudden they're no longer in your life, and you're thinking about that person. So it doesn't even have to be an anniversary. This could just be the energy that's surrounding you right now. That, some people are not meant to be in our lives forever. Every relationship is not meant to last a lifetime. Sometimes those people that we felt really connected to that didn't stay, those are the ones that were soulmates, that were in our life to help us learn a lesson, or we were in their life to help them learn something. Usually I get the sense from Spirit that if we are left longing for that person, we didn't learn the lesson from that relationship. We didn't take away what we were supposed to. So what can we do about that? We can think a little bit more about the blessings that that relationship brought us. What did we learn from that relationship so that we can move forward? All right, let's go ahead and see what else is going to come out here for you. As we all know, people come, people go. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. And that's not possible for everyone to stay forever. Our house wouldn't hold that many people. Could not possibly hold that many people all at once. All right, let's see what else we have here for you. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting energy here. This Knight of Wands is facing the past. Has passion. A lot of energy. I'm getting that you're wanting to bring back a certain energy, a certain feeling, a certain emotion from a past relationship. So that may be the lesson that needs to be learned here, is how can you have that feeling with somebody else? What is it that you really truly desire from the relationships that you have? Is it the looks of the person? I don't think so. I'm hearing from Spirit, you're connected on a deeper level, and that's what you're seeking. And maybe that's like the lesson here. That's what I keep hearing, is this is the lesson that needs to be learned. It's not about the particular person. It's more about the energy exchanged between the two. Is it the right energy? Is it equal energy? Does it feel right? Is it healthy? And some of you had a good relationship with somebody, but you could also be denying the red flags that were there, the things that didn't work. Don't do that. If you honestly look at the relationships you've had in the past, then you will clearly get a good picture of what you don't want. Okay, and when we know what we don't want, we know more about what we do want. So that can help clarify what it is we actually are seeking in our relationships, friendships, romances, any type of relationship. Let's go ahead and see what else is coming out here for you. You have the Queen of Swords. All right, this is your immediate future, and this tells me that you are going to be seeking the truth, honesty, clarity. And I think that's what most all of you are seeking on a regular basis now. You don't want platitudes. You don't want to be, oh my gosh. What am I hearing here? I'm hearing like all these euphemisms for being patronized. You know, like some guy comes in or some woman, no, we have to use a guy here. Some guy comes in and he says, oh, you're holding my heart in your hands. You're just so beautiful. You're just so loving. You know that person is just laying it on thick. They are not real. And if that's how they really feel, they need to go back and kind of take another look at their reality of relationships. Now, there could be a woman too that does that. That kind of romanticizes. And there's nothing wrong with romanticizing romance. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is the person that comes in with all these platitudes, all these things that make you, just make you feel like you're the king or queen of the world. And then all of a sudden you're going to find out, these are the people that you find out the day that they've got the commitment with you, they change who they are. They are no longer that person. They will not compliment you anymore. They will not do anything to lift you up. They're just overdoing it at the beginning so that you are overwhelmed and feeling so romantic and happy and, all those emotions that happen at a new relationship. I think you're missing the energy of a positive, happy relationship here. You're seeking the truth. You're not seeking that BS. Okay, you're just not doing that anymore. I think you have found in your own experiences that those types of people who just come in with all the love bombing and everything else, that they're not real. They're just there to get you where they want you. And once they have you, they're done. Even if they marry you, they're done. They will never treat you that way ever again. Okay, so I think you've experienced that in the past for some of you. Now, others of you, you had a brief relationship maybe with somebody, and it just felt so right. It felt so good. And that's the type of relationship you may be seeking again. All right, let's see what else is coming out here for you. So you're going to be honest with yourself. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking somebody who's very, not even practical. They can have a lot of romantic energy around them, or a lot of fun and excitement and so on and so forth. But you're looking for the reality of it, not the platitudes. All right, I hope I know that makes sense to you. I know it does. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this situation here that our lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans may be experiencing? The King of Cups. Oh, he who stands as an island, puts on that brave face and just says, I know eventually I'll find what I'm going to find. Now, this is the past. I am hearing all those things, all those niceties. I'm also definitely getting here that you will put on the brave face and you will hold as a king holds until you do find the right healthy relationship. You're not just going to jump into ones that are going to end up breaking your heart again. This king, he's been through that already. When he was a knight, when he was a page, okay? He's now a king, and he's saying, no, I've matured enough for that. I'm not going to subject myself to that anymore. All right, so your past experiences of going through these types of relationship are what is, has affected your feelings, your emotions, and your outlook right now. I'm also getting, you could have just recently broken up with somebody. Just, not for everybody, but somebody here may have just recently broken up with somebody that felt right, but you could see through it. And it's like, darn it, they were fun, it was good, yet just not what I'm truly looking for anymore. As we grow and age and we have kids and responsibilities, our interest in romantic or relationships changes. Okay, so we don't always want the same thing throughout our life. We look for different aspects in the relationships. Let's go ahead and see what else we have coming out here for you. Four of Cups, yeah, you're just not happy with the way things have been recently. I'm hearing recently, okay? Maybe some of your past relationships, the past 3 relationships, 3 dates, whatever it is, haven't really gone according to, what you would like to find. You're seeking somebody a little bit more stable. Yeah. And you're just going to hold off. You're not going to jump in. Look at that. You are seeking the sun, which is on the bottom. The sun card is on the bottom of the deck. You're seeking the truth, the honesty. And you know what? You've got limits. You've got boundaries. You've got ethics, morals, principles. And, sometimes those very things can keep us from finding the relationships that we're looking for. So use caution, okay? I just heard the weirdest thing. That some of you think that your environment is keeping you at bay, like pushing you away, denying you what you're seeking. That I don't understand that. What I am seeing here for most of you, I don't get that. If something else comes out about that, I'll tell you more. But right now, all I'm hearing is you do have principles, morals, boundaries. You've successfully come through the relationships that didn't work. You overcame those, okay? And now it's time for you to, to kind of hold your ground there. Don't fall for the red flags anymore. Now, I did hear we can hold out for the rest of our lives thinking we're going to find that right, perfect person. Again, having too high of standards, or not, I'm not even hearing that, because there is no such thing as having high standards that are too high. We can have unrealistic standards, but if we have an ethic, a moral, a principle code, anything like that, that's not to be messed with by anyone else. Maybe by ourselves, where we want to rethink it. Yeah, don't compromise on your morals. Ooh, when we do that, we really get in relationships that are not good for us. And, okay, so clarification for that other message that came through. You're right. Your environment is pushing you off. Spirit is pushing you off. Spirit is keeping you from getting involved in relationships that are not meant for you, because you're choosing those relationships. You may choose those relationships on the wrong aspects. So Spirit is saying, yes, we're definitely keeping you, away from those relationships that would not be good for you. You don't need any more pain. You don't need any more suffering. And I keep hearing again, is there a lesson that was not learned from a good relationship? From a negative relationship? Was the lesson learned? All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we have here. And there can be multiple lessons from one particular relationship, okay? And there can also be many relationships that teach us one lesson. So it can go either way. What's going on behind the scenes here? The Queen of Pentacles. See, it is about your self-worth, your value, valuing what you invest your time, your money into. And Spirit has definitely got your back here. Definitely protecting you from those things that are not meant for you. Your destiny is waiting, okay? The right person, the right relationship is out there, as long as you are just not jumping into the next relationship, okay? It doesn't hurt to date, but if you're seeing red flags, you know it. You're seeing them. You're not denying them. You're going to hold off. Okay, good for you. Good for you. Look, rise above. Okay, let those things go. The relationships that are not meant for you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment here. The Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom of the deck, and the Judgment is on the split of the deck, which I have not had a split in the deck in a while. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this message ends for you. As Three of Pentacles, it looks like you're going to meet somebody at an event. You're going to meet multiple people, possibly, that you will respect, you will admire, you will find value in. I'm getting, it's a weird way of putting it, but these are people that you can work with. Like they've got something to offer that you can offer them. So it feels very equal, give and take. Respect, admiration. And again, I'm not talking that false platitude stuff. I mean, I'm really getting equal energy here. Look at that. And one of you is going to meet the person that is going to be your 10 of Cups happiness. And actually, that's not the way Spirit wants that said. One of you definitely will find your 10 of Cups happiness. However, there are multiples of you who will find this person, one of these people that you can work with, as your future, okay? Your future 10 of Cups. Now, does that mean forever and ever? Let's see. It could last a very long time. I did a split of the deck here, and you got the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, does it mean forever and ever? Maybe not, but definitely is going to last a very long time. Very long time. All right, so I love this message for you. Let's go ahead and get you your spirit animal oracle message. Oh, cards started falling out. All right, you've got one here, and it is the snow leopard, self-reliance. You can be very strongly independent, and you're often found on your own. I think that's very true here for you guys. Integrity is important for your best outcome, keeping that Queen of Swords energy, being true, authentic, having those morals, those principles, those ethics in place. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. In other words, be observant. Kind of look at what's happening. Admit the red flags. See how these people that you're going to be interacting with interact with each other. How do they interact with other people? That will be a big, big telltale sign. If they treat other people well, like people who are in the public office, public servants, waitresses, doctors, nurses, co-workers, if they treat those people with respect and in a fun and energetic way, then they are probably likely to treat you that way. If they're only treating you that way, nicely and fun and platitudes and compliments, and yet you see them treating other people poorly, family, friends, or like I said, waitresses, waiters, that's a big red flag that they are not truly a nice person, and you don't want to be put in a position where they're going to treat you like that someday. All right, so trust your intuition and let your life unfold in the silent perfection that it should, okay? And that is telling me that it is meant for you to have that destiny. We saw that Wheel of Fortune. We're going to go ahead and get you another one of these angel, or yeah, of the spirit animal cards here. The animal spirit of the animal oracle card here. And you just got the sea turtle. You do have protection, and you may be protecting somebody as well as yourself here. You are the master of finding life's flow. You know how to go with the flow. That I believe is true. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Yeah, what do they say? When we stop looking for love, it finds us, knocks us right off our feet. Okay? All right, so persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. That's a fun message. I like that. Okay, so think, okay, go with the flow. If you already know what you will and will not accept in a relationship, then it's easier when you encounter a new relationship. As soon as they start crossing the big boundaries, the little ones we have to question. Okay, is that something that they do all the time? Is that something that you can live with? The big boundaries, how they treat other people, so on and so forth, that's something you don't play with. And you can end the relationship before you get too deeply involved and burned again. All right, so reflect. Look and peer deeply into the endless ocean and see what's looking back. Oh, now that's interesting. I just heard a very interesting message. What are you putting out there? Is your own energy being reflected back to you? And that's exactly what happens, is if you're putting out an energy of knowing that you will meet the right person, the person who's got your same ethics, morals, belief systems, so on and so forth, and will treat you the way you would treat them, That's what's going to come to you. All right, so what you are seeing, what you're putting out there is what you're going to get back. So if you're lying to yourself, if you're putting on blinders, guess what? You're going to find somebody else who puts blinders on too, or treats with you with platitudes. I think you understand that. I think you get that. So take that time to reflect. All right, what do you see when you look deep within yourself? What do you see yourself? And that's maybe even where you're at already, looking at the past relationships, trying to figure out what it is you truly want from the relationship, which is exactly where this message started. All right, have a great day.